supposed to get his legs wide apart, and then he's going to straighten his knees and get his rear end high in the air while he leaves his head down low. And the idea what he's looking for is exactly what happened. He wants me to fall off the top. Eventually he's going to try and work his way out the back door, and then he's got a reversal. That's what he's looking for. So that's what we want. That's what the bottom wrestler's trying to do. And now, cool thing is, we get to do the second most painful hold in the sport of wrestling. That's pretty cool, right? Why not? So this is called the banana split. You gonna be the bottom guy or the top? All right, so we're here, and I got the legs in. Angelo wants to try and tripod up on me. You saw me fall off the top when I did nothing. We can't do that, we have to react. So when he goes, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna immediately take the elbow that's on the leg side, and I'm gonna put it across his body, and I'm gonna jam it in his armpit right here, and that's gonna make a, like an anchor for me, right? You guys ever go riding around the boat in the summertime? What happens when you throw the anchor in the water? It stays right there. That's what we want, right? So I put my anchor in the water. Now when Angelo tripods up, I'm going to get to this far knee. All I'm going to do is get my hands locked on this far knee. And if I can do that, I'm going to let this leg sag down to the knee joint. And I'm going to actually go a figure four. It's only the second, only 2 times. I'm going to do a figure four all day in the camp. Once I get my hands locked, I'm going to pull my face towards his knee, and I'm going to arch my back. Boom. His head's going to go forward. We're going to end up right here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to step over my own ankle in figure four. One of the only times all day we're going to do that. And I'm going to reach up and try and grab my own elbow with this arm here so that I keep my shoulder up off the mat and I don't give the guy a defensive fall by hitting myself. I don't want to lay my own shoulders back on the back. So if I'm here, as I arch my back, I put a tremendous amount of pressure on this bottom wrestler. I split his legs wide, and then I push his chest cavity, his abdomen, through where I split his legs. Humans aren't meant to be stretched that way. And what makes this work, what makes it painful, and keeps all the torque, is having his rear end high up in the air like this. If when I get over here, his rear end is high up in the air on my abdomen, it's going to be really difficult, really painful for the bottom wrestler. With that said, we never with this hold ever want to like jerk quickly, either with our legs or our arms. The whole thing is slow, steady squeeze. If we were to jerk, we could literally pull the hamstring right out of our hip joint, all right? So we're here, and we want to arch our back slowly and get the fall right here, all right? Figure four, and we lock on this knee. What we want to do is try and get his knee to the mat. The closer his knees are to the mat, the more pressure that we can inflict. All right, I'm going to let Angelo do it once to me. He's really good at this, and I'm going to do it. He's going to do it so he's coming at you, and you can see his grip on my knee.
All right, like Tony Tone said, we're waiting for him to come up, and then the first thing we're going to do is elbow right in this rear delt, right in this tricep right there. It's keeping me from falling off the top. Going hand on the behind the knee grip. And then, like he said, we're going to do a figure four on this, so we're sliding that leg down the back of his leg. When we're ready to go, I'm going to pull my head down, make it tighter, and then I'm going to rotate my hip back to make all that pressure go over top of his tripod. And he falls forward and we're here. When we finish up, we go figure four like this, making sure we're not pinning ourselves back there, and then we're going for the fall. Pull in tight, tight and hard, not fast. Yep, basically a spladle.
So, spladle.